What's up, everybody? We're back to another episode of Hackery Garage, where today doing some little maintenance, little shit to my wife's car. It got a '99 Corolla. It's beat to shit. Um, it's a trooper, like all Corollas are. We beat the hell out of this car. It treats it like a rented race car, and it takes it. It's hard to beat the reliability of a Corolla. They're itty bitty little tanks. They do whatever the fuck you tell them to, and they just don't care. So we try to keep one in the fleet at all times because when you need a reliable piece of shit that gets decent mileage and will do anything you ask of it, the Corolla pretty much takes the task. Today I'll be doing figuring out why the battery terminal is coming up loose all the time. See if we can figure that problem out and changing the headlight bulb. So super exciting content today, guys, but stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, here we go. Let's pop the hood on this bucket. Rust preventative. And lots of it. Fuck. We might just power wash the underhood of this motherfucker because it is nasty in here. First thing I gotta do, I gotta pull the battery in order to get to the headlight. The headlight bulb is here. And in order to get to it, access it, you gotta come from the back. Gotta pull the battery. Luckily, pull the battery cables and we'll be good to go. So let me grab a wrench. Found the perfect prize. This one probably is a 10 mil, but I went and did a rescue jog last night and all my tools are put away in my other toolbox and I just don't feel like fighting looking at for them over there when I have the perfectly adjustable wrench right here. Yeah, that's the problem there. Poof, one battery, ouch. And we'll even do it for good measure. Everyone tells you not to do that. I don't know why. I do it all the time and I have no problems. Now then. I bet you the issue is not the headlight, it's the wiring, because this wiring is pretty fucked. Random zip tie. Who knows how that got there? Well, it's not supposed to just undo like that, but I'll take it. There's the bulb. It looks to be intact, but who really knows? So it's got good marks on here. You can see the scratches there, and a few on this terminal here as well. So that tells me it's making good contact, or at least it did at one point. Doesn't look burnt on the terminals on the back side. Everything looks to be intact. It's hard to tell. Maybe not. I can get the camera to zoom. Well, if you take my word for it, if you look inside the spoon here on the back of the bulb, the inside of the bulb there, the spring looks a little distorted. I'm gonna go with it. Maybe the bulb burned out there, and that's why it doesn't work. The high beam works, but the headlight does not, so I'm assuming that's the issue. So we'll hold on to this one just to be safe. And then, you may be thinking, whoa. You may be thinking, well, Zach, that bulb looks quite used as well. That'd be because it is. I went to my favorite parts store, Pick and Pull, and I snagged a couple of these. So if this one doesn't work, I have two more. They were free. So we'll grab this connector here. Oh yeah, don't ever touch these. So the grease gets hot, and it'll melt it. It'll burn an indentation, and then it'll fucking destroy the bulb. So I've been told once you touch it, it's garbage. I've been told if you wipe the oil off before you light it up, it works. Don't know? We'll find out. I have 2 more. Oh shit. So we'll plug it back in. 2 more of those numbers. All right, headlights back in. Better hurry and grab this battery off the concrete before it drains the battery and we never have a battery again. It's good enough for who it's for. Grab the headlight, switch, see what happens. Success. Both headlights are working. Marker light's up, but it's on mine. That'll be alright. Headlights are on. Grab this adjustable 10mm. Doesn't turn. It's good enough for who it's for. Open up the 10mm wrench. I like to be problematic. Battery terminal's broke. As soon as I tightened it, the whole thing turned up. So what that means is that stuff is super soft lead. And I need another one of those. So let's take a peek. So as you can see, it started to crack right there as soon as I tightened it. That tells me is that's not going to hold up for very long. The corrosion on there is not good either. So I need to get another battery terminal. I used to have a couple of them on hand and I don't anymore. So since this is the only running reliable vehicle I have, I'm going to have to take it to the parts store. Or do I? Maybe I could take the race car to the parts store. Seems like a good chance to drive the car. It's a nice sunny day out. Beautiful weather. Roads are dry. Rained a couple days ago. It's nice and fresh, clean air. Seems like a good enough reason for me to go take the race car up to the store. Let's go to the store. We'll go get a battery terminal. Knock out some 75 hard tests I got left. And we'll continue on in a few minutes. Damn it, can't drive the race car to the store. You know why? Found a spare. I always keep spares of parts for shit like this, especially battery terminals. These things are notorious for going to shit, especially if you don't take care of your cars like I do. So when I go to the junkyard, I like to find these and I like to steal them. I mean, get my reimbursement for my entrance fee. So I got one. No need to go to the parts store. I guess we will get this thing set up and ready to go. So this is an adjustable battery terminal. It really simple, easy to use. It just clamps together. Once you open it up, be careful not to lose the nut. Trust me, that sucks. It's got little keepers on the bottom to hold the nut in place. You don't have to use a wrench on the bottom. But I like to open one of them up, rotate it around. I'll clean that up with a file so it's nice and good contact. Probably do the same thing. I'll probably put this in the bench grinder, clean it all up. Maybe hit it with a wire wheel, clean it all up, and make it look pretty. All right, so I got it all cleaned up. It looks all nice and shiny, parts of it at least. I cleaned out the most important part. I cleaned out the inside of it. That's the part that'll make contact with the battery terminal. I also went through and cleaned it all up with a wire brush. A wire brush on the Bauer drill. Nothing crazy. Harbor Freight stuff right here at its finest. Cleaned it all up, got the inside, went and pulled the nuts out, cleaned the inside of the plate, cleaned the inside there with a wire brush, cleaned the inside out so that everything's all nice and clean. The only thing I didn't clean up was the bolts because, well, they're bolts, who cares? You may be thinking, well, Zach, I thought you were a functional reform guy. Why is everything so shiny and clean? I am. The reason everything's so pretty and clean is so that it makes a good connection. Good connection is good form, is good function. I don't care what it fucking looks like. That's why I didn't clean that section. That's why I didn't clean that section. That's why the bolts are dirty. That's why the bottom is dirty. I don't care what it fucking looks like. I want this shit to work. The reason I clean the top is the wire brush slip. I'm not going to fucking lie to you. The reason the back is clean is because I was going to start cleaning it all because it's for my wife, and I realized she's like me. She wants it to fucking work. The inside, I found a cool tip to clean that out. I used the drill with like a 1/2-inch drill bit and then just walked it around until I got a nice clean surface, and that was it. I stopped. Once I saw it was shiny, that was good enough for me. It gives you a nice clean surface in there, nice shiny edges. It looks good to me. It's not sharp, it doesn't cut me, it's nice and smooth. So I call that a win. So yeah, you need to clean the inside of your battery terminals. 1/2-inch drill bit. Works mint. Alright, so next step is to put this back on. Because I did open it up, I did put a screwdriver in there, pry it open. It's not going to fit. It's going to be really fucking loose. That's okay. You can live with that. Probably should clean that up as well. I have a brush for that somewhere. Or we can use power tools. This stuff is lead. Don't breathe it. Battery acid, all this nasty shit, it'll fuck you up. The reason I clean the top of the terminal is in case I need to work on the car and I need to use a voltmeter. Now I know I have a good clean connection there. So, put that there like that. I need a wrench for that. I believe those are 10. And surprisingly enough, I actually know what 10mm wrench is. Now that I've set it to 10, it won't be a 10. See how that works? One time you think it's a 10mm and it's not. Ain't that about a bitch? I want to use the right wrench this time. I think that might have been why I broke the last one. So, 9/16, 3/8, 14, 15, 7/16. We'll try 7/16, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Might be good enough for who it's for. Nope, that's a quick way to make you need some vice grips. Over to the field box. Got a socket. You know it's not a 10. It's not a 12. $11 might be good enough for who it's for. I think it might actually be working. Break those loose. Probably should break that loose so I don't, you know, ground things out and blow the car up, but where's your sense of adventure? Let's have some fun, will you? So when you're pulling these off, I like to put my finger underneath it so the nut doesn't go flying out and you lose it. Not that I plan to reuse this, but, you know. What the fuck? Someone's done some hackery here before me. In fact, I'm going to stop filming so I can show you this hackery because this is fucking genius. So in this style battery terminal, the battery cable, you shove the wire into there and you clamp it down. And if you have any extra clamps to clamp on there, you use the side terminals. That's just the way that works. Or in this instance, you just put it on a ring terminal and bolt it to the side. Oh, that's some hackery right there. I wish I could say I was genius enough to try to have done that, but I don't think that was actually me. Alright, so once again, we'll put our finger underneath there so we don't lose the nut. Once the ratchet stops spinning, break that loose. And now, has the nut still in place? All that fucking corrosion. We can tighten this back up. We'll throw that. Let me know. That's pretty much where it belongs. So I guess I didn't need to clean that out after all. That's fucking rad. Grab the compressor and blow this shit out. You know I keep that motherfucking thing on me. Oh yeah. Redneck AC. Works every time. Loud noises. Sorry, I had to put the hose away because, you know, if you don't keep the hose away, they'll always come back every time. That's a joke about bitches. All right, so this was just clamped on there before on the top. I don't know if I liked it like that. And then this was never actually able to be used because of that. Huh. What a weird fucking setup this car has. I guess then it worked. Ain't broke, don't fix it. That one went there. Break this one loose. Oh, I'll take a knee because I'm 6'2" and this car is not 6'2" friendly. I'll wrap that guy in there. Still keeping my finger under to hold the nut in place. You can tell I've done this at timer 3. And the ultimate test. Make sure that the shit lines up where you want it to while it's on the battery. If it's not, you tighten those up, you're going to have to re-tighten them up again. Take that so it sits nice, it's pretty. Because, you know, pretty is what we're after. Of course it couldn't be the same size. Why would it be the same size? I've done this enough times to know that it's not a 12, it's not a half, it's like a 12 and a half. That's what seems to work as a 12. They always give you the illusion that they are going to work. They never fucking do. that up. Not too tight because this shit is lead. It will fucking break, just like the last one did. Battery connections are tight. Fucking random fuses in the way for what unknown fucking reason. Mint. Now then, I like to put the tools away so that when the tools are away, then I know, okay, cool, it's done. And then when I go to start it and I want to start, I have to get the tools back out. That's how I work. I'm actually going to put the tools back in the cart, which means then I'll put them back in my portable box. All right, let's see if this garbage fires. Well, so that's a successful mission. Oh, there is a massive oil leak in this car. Let's show that off. So, my wife seems to think that the valve cover gasket is leaking or something's wrong with this car. In reality, we're prepping it to sell to somebody where they salt the roads because this car will never fucking rust. With all the oil under the hood of this thing, it will never fucking rust. This thing is so much oil in here. They're about to start drilling for oil under the hood of this car. It's that bad. I had to put a power steering pump in this son of a bitch, which is way down there in that little hole. And it goes from the bottom. It was a bitch. But there's a lot of oil under the hood of this thing. We're contemplating actually selling this car, so I don't really want to put a whole lot of time and effort into it. But at the same time, it is my wife's car. I feel obligated to take care of it. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do. There's some of my redneck hackery right there. That's supposed to be held on with a bolt. I don't know where the bolt is, but I know where zip ties are. So that's zip tied. Hasn't failed us yet. One of the first things I did when I got this car, that is a piece of tire that I had laying around that is then zip tied to the battery or the radiator hold down that I actually bent down to hold the radiator in place. That one was actually bent and didn't work. It's supposed to look like that one over there. But since it doesn't, now it looks like that. That's a win. That was one of the first things to do to this car. We bought this car and had issues, and we did that to it, fixed it. I can't say enough good things about the Corolla. We bought this thing, and 3 days later we took it off-roading, like on trails that people are riding fucking Can-Ams on, because you know that's what you do with a Corolla. You take it off-road. We actually got stuck. That should surprise nobody. But yeah, the fucking thing's mint. This actually was on. We actually took it to duct tape drags. My wife gets called Roadkill all the time because it says Roadkill on the side. We took it to the duct tape drags and drag raced it a couple years ago. It used to say beater on the back with a T for the Corolla. It used to say Plan C because it was Plan C for the Corolla. Didn't actually want to take this thing, but we ended up doing it. But there's the Roadkill on the side. You can see the duct tape door handle. The door handles don't work, so we had to do that to it. The inside door handles, they're also duct tape. Miraculously, by some stroke of miracle, that one still works. I don't know how, but door handle. Door handle. How that one still has a door handle is beyond me. I don't know. Nobody ever sits back there. But the rear windows were screwed in place. Shut the beeping up. That's all the way up. It yeah. The AC works when it wants to. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's got great tires on it. Mismatched lug nuts. Door handles don't work. It's got 200 some odd thousand miles on it. Big dent in the fender. I'll probably try and pull that out at some point someday. Missing the taillight or the headlight turn signal lens thing. Shit works. It's fucking mint. Never have to worry about the hood rusting. Ever. Forever. Forever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Yeah, forever. The car will never rust. It's mint. I'll bet you $20 I could pull the power steering dipstick and it'll be empty. But it just keeps fucking running. It's not a quitter. Blame those guys. Anyways, guys, that's the wife's Corolla. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Well, guys, that's another episode of Hackery Garage, where once again we do something stupid in the garage. That one actually was easy. That was a routine maintenance thing. Real quick headlight, real quick battery terminal swap, a little bit of hackery involved. Got to see the wife's daily. She's in the Geo today because she needed gas, and the Geo had gas, and the Corolla didn't. And well, I'm not currently working, so there. She gets the car that has gas. She brings home the money, pays the bills. I'm the talent that's on YouTube that gets a few views from his friends who feel bad and feel want to give him some pity. So, all that said, tell your friends. Let's grow this channel. Let's see some shit. I got some ideas brewing for things I want to do. I got a few videos in the works up here that I'm trying to figure out how to make it happen. If I can get some decent weather, thankfully I live in California. We get a lot of that, thankfully. I might end up pulling the El Camino out and pulling the little trailer in and see if I can get that going back on that project. I want to get that thing finished. Wife and I want to move soon out of state, and I got to downsize all my projects. So if you saw something in the tour, you see something in the garage somewhere, you want a piece of Hackery Garage, hit me up. I might sell it. Who knows? So yeah, let me know. In the meantime, go get yourself something to do. Go film it. Go have fun. That's the name of this game. Going out and just doing shit. It doesn't take nothing but to just fucking do it. So go out and do it. Look at me. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm using my cell phone. I have hardly any battery life left. I have hardly any fucking storage left. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Got a laptop. I got some free software. Edit it. Find some sound effects on YouTube or on the line that I can download, and I just make do. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So this should be your motivation to go out and do something. If you've always wanted to do something, what's stopping you? The only thing stopping you is you. Go fucking do it. So with that said, I don't think I've said it this episode. Function over form, boys. That's all it takes. Make it work. It ain't gotta be pretty. Look at my videos. They suck. That said, they work. They get it done. So go out and get yourself something. Go do something. Film it. Show it off. Send me a link. Show me what you got. If you're in the Sacramento area, I'd love to collab. I've got a collaboration in the works with a friend here locally. If anybody else want to do filming, let me know. We'll do this. We'll make some fun. We'll have some fun with it. That said, Hackery Garage is out of here. Hackery Garage is out of here.